did you choose your major?
I think my interest for marketing really sparked when I was in high school when I decided to take a marketing class. I had a teacher that was so knowledgeable about the industry, and she treated her students just like employees. Each week, we were asked to complete the required projects. We had to come up with a product, create a product design, and demographic. After the completion of the projects, we were then required to present those ideas in front of a panel of students. The class became my favorite while I was in high school. I realized throughout the different projects that this was something I really enjoyed doing, and because it was just so natural for me. I loved using my creative mind to come up with something new and innovative. I also decided to join the marketing club DECA because of my newfound passion. While in the club, we took a trip to Orlando, Florida for the Sports and Entertainment Marketing Conference. And while we were there, I got to hear from people who worked in the industry. And this experience allowed me to be able to really visualize what my life could be like in the future. Because of my experience in high school, I'm able to take on more responsibility in the marketing department because of my knowledge base.
Okay, great. What are your three greatest strengths?
I think my three greatest strengths are teamwork, organization skills, and problem solving. As an intern at the Coach Tate Foundation, I had to work alongside the committee in building the brand and identity of the camp. This process used my teamwork skills, for I was having to work with a very diverse group of people. Together, we had to agree on different ideas and concepts to get the job done. Another aspect of my job was to collaborate with the members in determining the camp venue. In doing this, we had to be able to come together and make a good decision to benefit the organization. To provide a well rounded camp, I needed effective organizational skills. And to do this, I had to make schedules and lesson plans. I also had the opportunity to plan meeting times and organize the meeting notes, as well as facilitate the ordering and purchasing of the different materials. When planning something of this magnitude, I needed to be able to prepare for quick and precise decisions when things went astray. So it was really important for me to be able to improvise when things needed to be changed. I received positive feedback from my managers and people who were over me. And because of my strengths, I know I'll be able to work effectively with other group members in all aspects.
Okay. And what is your greatest weakness?
I have found that I have trouble presenting in front of other people. During my internship at the Coach Tate Foundation, I was required to research accommodations for the staff as well as the NFL players that were going to be attending the camp. Each month leading up to the camp, I was asked to present my findings to the camp, staff of about 20 people. And during the presentation, I found that I was very nervous about presenting in front of a large group of people, and I often did not show a whole lot of eye contact. And I knew this is something that I was having trouble with, so I decided to begin researching my information ahead of time so I had time to really practice and rehearse. And also, I decided to develop PowerPoint presentations to help with reminding myself of the important information that I may have missed. I found that this
Great.
was, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I found that this was very helpful and it allowed me to feel more relaxed during my presentations. And my supervisors also informed me on how much it had helped my presentations. So now I know if I am asked to present, I know that I have the experience in practicing and getting ready to present.
Okay, great. Awesome. Now tell me about the time you had a conflict at work.
I was working as an intern again with the Coach Tate Foundation, where I facilitated the social media accounts to ensure the members of the community were aware of the camp that we provided. Also, I tracked the social media accounts to forecast the number of participants that would be participating in our camp. And I was getting ready to train a new intern on the aspects of the camp that were my responsibility. And this intern was relatively new to the organization, and she wasn't really certain of the in and outs of the position. So I decided to email her to set up over the course of a few weeks to kind of catch her up to speed with what was going on. And our first interactions were somewhat negative. She was very short in her responses when I asked her questions. I also thought her speech was very harsh in tone. And in the beginning, I kind of just brushed it off and thought it would be okay, or that she was having a bad day. And so I decided to have more conversations with her, and I realized that each time we met became more negative and more uncomfortable for me. So I began to get concerned about my ability to train her effectively. And I thought about the situation for a few days, and I decided not to discuss the situation with my supervisor because I didn't want to blow it out of proportion. So I decided to meet with her to discuss what was going on, and I was able to share how I felt and vice versa. As a result, I was able to see her perspective and see her side of the story, and we were able to improve on communication skills.
Okay, great. Awesome. And how exactly would you define leadership?
Leadership to me means one who is dedicated, hardworking, and inspired. As a child, I've always watched my parents distribute these traits on a daily basis. My dad was a leading sales rep for the company Riddell All-American, and during his 10 years, he was able to bring hard work through his positive work ethics and leadership to his territories around the eastern part of the United States. He was able to inspire coaches and the athletic teams to invest in the best equipment for their athletic programs. By doing this, coaches were able to entrust in his experience, which in turn produced a positive outcome to boost his sales. Because of his traits and my dad, and just me being able to see him on a daily basis, it's really instilled these traits in me. And I believe that that truly is what leadership is. And because of those positive traits in my dad, he was able to become Rookie of the Year for the first year of his company and for multiple years after that. And so because of those traits, I truly think that that is what a positive leader is. And yeah, that's my definition of leadership.
Great, thank you.